not going to work. There we go. I think that should work. Maybe I'll pull you in here. There we go. Perfect. Hello, hello. Good to see you. James, we're back in the chrysalis. It's been a while. We're finally back. I got everything from the fairgrounds, and here we are. I'm still adjusting my seat, though. Good morning. How are you? Glad to hear you're doing good. Glad to hear it. I am doing well as well. I don't know where my mic is. I know where one of my mics is, but it's out of battery, so I don't know where the base is. But I'm happy to be back. And the chrysalis is very different. I feel like I'm getting closer and closer to that game, that fourth component, right? I've really been just eliminating all the things that don't serve the mission. More and more so. Still probably got a good amount of weeding out to do, but I've been liking how it's been setting up, so I'm excited about it. That being said, it looks like we have a bunch of new attendees to our stream. Have you seen Heartstopper? Jackson. I don't recognize you, Jackson. Heartstopper, no. I do not think I've ever seen that. Does not sound familiar to me. Here is your hint. Every Saturday, tried and true. What? I don't get it. Okay. I guess we should do our invitation for new questers. Pick a card. Get a quest. And I'm just going to say ask quest. I'm going to try something a little different today. I feel like people don't pick a card unless I specifically ask them to, so I'm not going to put that on there. I'm going to try something a little different. Are you the wizard of OS? Of OS? Like operating system? Or am I missing something? Or of Oz? Are you saying Oz? I am not a wizard, though some might call me that. I call myself a questmaster. And I use this deck of cards to navigate life. I also use sigils. And I am here every day around 9, or spontaneously, as synchronicity dictates, to illustrate how the sigils work. I'm getting a table over here set up so I can more easily do that. But yes, wizard is a fun word to call it, but I think the most accurate description is quest giver. And as I improve, or when you find me on the grounds, questmaster. I get to call you all kinds of things. Yes, anybody can call me anything they want to, right? You have the right to do that. You can call me whatever comes to your mind. But that's in your world, not in mine. So, have fun. If you have any questions for Quest support, I provide my services here as a Quest giver from day to day. So, ask for a Quest. If we have any new buddies here, not nobodies, new buddies, Potin or Jackson, people who have stopped on here, if you pick a card, any card from the deck of cards, I will give you a Quest prompt based on that specific card. So ask away, and I will happily give you a Quest. Just name a card, and we will continue. James, at any point, as a seasoned quester, you are welcome to also draw a card and quiz me. I like this routine. I think it's working out. I want everybody to be able to participate. Minimal rules. We're more just creating opportunity for participation. And as James likes to let everybody know, if you get a certain amount of likes, I think, 13 now? I'll do something silly. So, there we go. I've never done a backflip with a chicken on my head. A chicken mask. I hope it's dry. It got a little wet last night. My favorite is still a quote from Troy. What is my favorite card? That is the quiz. Like and subscribe. Oh, okay. What is James's favorite card? I'm having trouble with this one. I feel like you've told me. I'm going to say 2 of clubs. I don't think it is 2 of clubs. But might be 8 of clubs. I'm going to say 8 of clubs, actually. I think that's it. That's my guess. Am I right? Is it the 8 of clubs, James? I'm dying to know. The 8 of clubs is to do something that will help someone else's aspirations become more probable. It's a challenger card. It's also a core card. If you look at the Enneagram table, it is a core card of the deck, meaning it holds kind of a node. It reminds me of those geometry nodes. I picked the right one? Oh, good. It looks like I am getting to know my fellow questers quite well. And my deck of cards. So, there you go. I like it. Yes, exactly. You have been assisting me with my aspirations, and I greatly appreciate it. Honestly, I do. It's been so helpful to have you around. And, yeah. Chevrolet might be chosen. Chevrolet? Chevrolet might be chosen. Is that how you spell Chevrolet? I think so. We are looking for chosen ones, if that's what you're talking about. I am looking for 100 to see if they might be a chosen one. Someone who can complete the challenge of Mordecai's Eye and complete the whole deck of cards, or the whole system. Reach level 999 by pursuing the things that matter to you. I need the quote. I don't know that one. I need quest support. Oh, well, very good. I'm here for you, Grind. It's good to have you back. Unknown, what you have to get the dragon stone for the court wizard Fregnar from the ancient Nordic runes. Bleak Falls. Borrow, where do I get it from? Is it in Draugr Deathlord? Oh. This is a very specific question. Tell us what universe. Is this a Skyrim universe? I need quest support. Unknown. What you have to get the dragon. This sentence isn't quite. Yeah, I thought it was Skyrim. Sounded right. For the court wizard Fregnar from the ancient Nordic ruins, Bleak Falls Burrow. Where do I get it from? It is on Draugr Deathlord. Well, what I say is just go everywhere. Try them all. Skyrim is such a fun game to play. You're going to run into it eventually. The Dragonstone. Thank you, James, for bringing in that extra information for quest support on Skyrim. I appreciate it. I am not an expert on the digital realms. I spend most of my time here in the earthly planes, you might say. I killed the Draugr Deathlord after finding the dragon word of power, and his body is gone. Hey, maybe that's the way it's supposed to be. I don't know. James sounds like he's the one who has the answers for you, though. My question is, why are you looking for the Dragonstone? What does it have that you are seeking? Is it power? Is it a sense of accomplishment? Because when you play Skyrim, you can get that feeling. But I don't know. Why are you looking for the Dragonstone, Grind? What business do you have with it? Has Mardigan asked you to collect items for him? Be careful, because Mardigan is a tricksy one. Joseph, do you have a wife? Such an interesting question. It makes me wonder the psychology behind it. What makes someone ask that as their first question upon meeting someone? Do you have a wife? Yes, I do have a wife. I have a wife and 2 kids. But it makes me wonder, what's the psychology behind that question? Because I was at Helgen, at a dragon attack then. I survived and went to the Jarl of Whiterun. Many have. Understand. It is a tough experience. Well, good luck to you, Grind. I wish you the best. We will need a deck of cards in order to link to that one. Next time you make a deck, please make the quotes a little larger and easier to read, by the way. Sounds good. We might do that. I made them small on purpose because it's like wisdom and you have to like look for wisdom. That was kind of my feeling, but we'll see how it goes. I am open to any recreative ideas. So when we invent the new deck again, which I don't know when that's going to be, but if we do revamp the deck, then I will consider that. And the Jarl said to help his court wizard on a task. So the wizard said to go to Bleak Falls. Wow, you really know your stuff, Grind. Sounds like you're paying attention. And get a dragon stone. Also, a merchant said his golden claw ornament is there too. But why are you talking about dragon and wizard? Well, that's Grind. Grind is on a quest right now. He is grinding for achievements and success in the world of Skyrim. Not unlike what we are here to do, which is to grind for success in the material world using my quest and the leveling sheet that I have created for this game. So, you're invited to play with me if you wish. But Grind is on an extracurricular quest, you might say. Oh, I found the Dragonstone tablet. I'm going to sell some loot. Very good. I'm glad that you found it, Grind. Good luck. Good job. Well, quest support has proven successful. Thank you, James, for all your insight and help. Sometimes all you need is someone to talk to, right, Grind? I'm not playing a game. I went to an abandoned park in Minneapolis and fell into a hole, and I woke up in Skyrim. Happens, man. Strange stuff happens. You know? Was it a dog park by chance? I wonder if Troy was there. Maybe it was a dog park. I bet you it was. Well, I think we should probably get our first card. It was a Chernobyl park. Well, that would make sense, right? All that radioactivity. There's got to be weird stuff happening. It's got to be happening. It's the way it works, right? Good. I'm glad you're experiencing it, Grind, and that it's working out for you. While you're there, do you need any additional side quests to do? Maybe a quest focus would be helpful. What is? I know that you're helping all these people. You're fulfilling James's favorite card, the Eight of Clubs, really well. You're helping people in that world. But what are you doing that is assisting you with your own goals, Greg? I mean, I don't know how long you're going to be in Skyrim, but what are you there for? Are you there for yourself as well? Are you doing something good for you? You know, trying to survive. That's common these days. People just trying to get by, trying to survive. I commend you, Grind. Well done. I'm glad that you can prove helpful and useful to others while you are just managing to survive. Say, Grind, do you want to participate with the quest? Because since you're so helpful, I didn't know if you could help me draw 3 cards today by picking one. You just need to tell me a number and a suit, and we will pull that card up. Well, the quest of Mordecai's Eye, my friend. We are on a quest to playfully be productive, to be spiritually practical, and to play a live-action role-playing game that solves real-world problems. First of all, how much are you paying for the quest? Let's get that out of the way first. Well, you can quest for free anytime, my friend. All you have to do is find me on the Synchronicity. That is what we are on right now, a live stream. The 9 of Cloves, I like that. So, if you ever want to play the card game is $30 online. But you can always play for free too. You can play by asking for quests here, collecting experience and such. It might be a slower route, but sometimes slow is the way to go. Colton Miller, good to see you. I hope that you have been questing well. We just had our first card of the day drawn by Grind, who fell into a hole in a park near Chernobyl and now is in the world of Skyrim. So we're going to see if this will help at all. Grind, I know that it can be difficult out there in the land of Skyrim. Dragons everywhere. There's so much to be bothered by, so much to be complained by. Wet boots after you pass through the river, you know, bandits on the highways, thieves trying to kill you. But I offer you this token of wisdom. That 3 times today, if possible, you are to redirect your attention from complaints to solutions. Complaints will arise, but they will not help you. They will not assist you in your quest. Complaints are there for a reason. They might alert you to something. But shortly after their announcement of themselves, they are rarely useful. So, you are to redirect your attention 3 times today, from complaints to solutions. Take the wisdom of Sadhguru, a friend of mine. For the seeker who is truly interested in knowing the essential nature of life, the decision lies between looking for solace or a solution. So on your quest grind, as you are looking for all of the dragon stones, the masks, the various elements of Skyrim that allow you to beat it, the various Dragonborn, I think it's called. No, Dragon, what is it called? You know, what are the voice things? The chants? I don't remember what they're called. Remember to look not for complaints, but solutions. So, that is our card for today. We will put it right here. I'm trying to level my speech skill to get XP for the next level. Good. Well, just remember, keep it up. Keep your eye focused on what you are there for. Do not let complaints muddy up the waters of the beauty of Skyrim and how wonderful it is to quest in that digital plane. Yes, I would be curious to any who are leveling up on the quest, if any have reached the next rank. My suspicion is that no one here is yet tracking their progress on completed quests. But if you do, well, there will be ranks for you. You can earn renown in the Guild of Mordecai's Eye, and you can get additional quest support from my guild. So let me know if you have a sheet. If you would like one, all you need to do is go to mordecai'seye.com. It is there that you can download the power level sheet, and every time you complete a quest, you can increase your power level. The goal is to get to level 999, if you are seeking to be the chosen one. But if you simply wish to practice a little bit of discipline, keep your focus on something that truly matters to you, whatever it might be, you do not have to rank up to level 999. You can simply become an initiate, a lantern, a beacon, or, if you go all the way, an illuminator of the guild. I think I did that quest because someone was complaining to me, so I redirected my attention by carrying out the solution by unaliving her. In Skyrim, that's perfectly acceptable. It happens, James. We will never know what Grind said unless he says it again. But that's okay. It happens. Yes, in the world of Skyrim, that is a valid option. One of the fun things about the digital plane. Am I right? You can explore the things that would otherwise be questionable to even think about. No worries, James. It happens. We have our first card, my friends. We have the 9 of Clubs drawn today. To redirect your attention from complaints to solutions in 3 separate instances. Consider, what is your attention focused on? What can you do today to nurture the thoughts and feelings that are good for your well-being? Of course, Grind. Understood. You are in Skyrim, so what is real to you is digital to another. Our perspectives vary and wane from dimension to dimension, don't they? But I understand, Grind. The next card that we have to select, I think, should come from a new quester or from James. We'll see. Whatever comes up first. It appears that we have another question. What do your cards tell me about my future? What the cards tell you about your future is that whatever you place your attention on is what unfolds. Let me give you an example. What you think about tends to become your attitude, meaning how you feel about a situation. If one complains, for example, they may have a fairly unpleasant experience cultivating, a fairly unpleasant attitude. If your thoughts are focused on solutions, well, your attitude might change. So, what you think about becomes your attitude. What your attitude is tends to cultivate your action. If you are feeling a certain way, if you feel that way long enough, well, action generally will follow in your body. So what the cards tell you about your future is that whatever you focus on may unfold, may become not just an action that happens, but your identity. Might not just become your identity, but might become your destiny. So the question is, what are you focusing your attention on? Iran open the strait, now or else. Praise be to Allah. Bye-bye, Iran. Donald J. Trump. Hey, Troy. It's good to see you. I'm glad that you have come in for a visit. I'm curious, Troy, have you been tracking your progress with the quest? Because I would really like to know. You come here so often, you might as well. I've been tracking my progress. And I'm getting pretty close to the end here. This is my sheet. This is the work that I've been doing and focusing on. And it's part of the reason that I've been able to build the business I'm building and do the work that I've been doing. Progress would make for a good crazy wool, I think. I don't know what you mean. Well, it is the manuscript of my attention. So you can see that over time I've changed. I started out very, very rigid, and then I started getting creative. My mind got to explore a little bit. But we are getting close to the end. I do need to fill out some points. During the festival, I totally lost track of it. But that's because I was full into the action of things. So we'll see. You got one of those. Well, I would love you to keep track. Oh, a Babylonian manuscript probably is what you're talking about. Jem, good morning. It is good to have you. So this is my way of filling out the sheet. Everybody can do it differently. This is a meditative practice. Basically, anything that we think about, if you put your attention on something long enough, it can unfold in your life. If you want to be a master juggler, all you got to do is keep juggling and juggling and juggling and juggling. And so this is a meditative practice to focus on the things that matter to you. As you play the game, you'll pick things, but over time, you'll eventually find yourself finding particular skills or activities that really matter to you, and you will be working on those. The noise. The noise was my phone, just letting me know that there was an alert of some kind. I try to make it as unpleasant as possible. Oh, yeah? Well, I would love to see a picture of it, Troy. I really would. I would like to see how you have changed over time and your growth. I'd love to hear about your experience of keeping track of the points. The lines are a way of connecting the flow of thought. So it's just showing, it's not so much a meaningful thing as it is an expression. It's connecting the dots, you might say. So it's not needed, it's just for fun. I'm just drawing it in the way I want to. Over time, I've thought about the idea of drawing pictures with it. But right now, I'm just having fun drawing the lines. You fill a circle in by completing a card. So, if you completed this card today, you would fill in a bubble. If you're playing the game, if you're just doing the live stream, you can get 3 points a day. If you're doing the card game, you can get up to 12 points a day. And then that activity is used to focus your attention on a goal, a long-term plan or goal. But yes, you get a point, you get a level, a power level you might call it. That's what it's called. Every time that you put your attention on a conscious action guided by the deck of cards. Quest for unity and consciousness. Well, Troy, I think there is something there that we have a connection on. I know there's been one or two times where we've connected. You could tell there was a connection. I don't know if you know what I'm talking about, but I feel like there is a similar desire in that direction, a similar bent. You like to use the word unity. I like to use the word harmony. So maybe we use different words, but that's fine. This seems like a cult. Well, there's only one way to find out. Everybody who's accused of being in a cult will make a defense to say, oh, it is not one, or it is one, or I offer no defense. I just say, find out for yourself what you think it is. Right? Why aren't you checking the alert? There are so many things calling out for our attention. So many things want your attention and your focus. Your time and attention and energy are the most valuable resources that you have. Think about it. Your life, all of the experience you have, it's composed of time, attention, what your attention is on during that time, and energy, the quality and feeling, the sensation of your experience. Cult leaders will generally have a very rigid way of thinking, right? A cult leader will often want you to be a part of a group. So that's 2 strikes. But my thinking isn't very rigid, actually. there's only one thing that I really put my attention on, and that is the work that I've created. This card game. So, what I would define myself as is a quest master. It's a job that I have created. And most of my business is run at Renaissance festivals nearby. This experience here and today is a spiritual one, so there are spiritual tones to it. But I like to focus on what I call practical spirituality. There goes the third nuke. You are manipulating it. Hop off. If you don't enjoy it, if you feel like something about this experience is unpleasant or unhealthy, then you should leave it, right? So take action. Do what you think is right. He's too busy being silly to manipulate anyone. Well, James is always here to remind me to be silly too. That's why I need you guys. We have our first card, my friends, but I feel like somebody else is ready to pick a card. Who else would like to pick a card today? Is it you, Pastor Sempa? It's good to have you. Gandalf, my master. Something seems off, says the white person. I love this. Okay, where were we? Everything wants your attention. So I have decided to create a system that allows me to put my attention on what I want to put my attention on. I designed a card game that allows me to do that, and I use sigils to guide my attention to particular actions or particular focuses that I want to develop long term. So that's something that I'll show you over here on this table eventually. It's still being set up, but we have a map over here. We're going to have sigil work done there. And then, yeah, there's my little ticket booth that I made for the quests. But it's coming along in here. I'm excited. Go get Zero. I could. I don't know if she'd want to come. I do need to take my daughter to the doctor today, so we'll see how that goes. Mordekin Dovahkiin is probably the least manipulative person there is. So, Dovahkiin is... We got Grind here. He's in Skyrim right now. I appreciate your perspective, Pastor Sempa. Go get Zero. I'll send her a text. I'll let Zero know. I don't know if I can I send her a text while we're on stream? Let's see if it breaks it. Yeah, that broke the stream. Okay. Can't do that right now. Yeah, I'm the Dragonborn, just letting you guys know. Grind has been grinding it out. Thank you, Dragonborn, for solving all of the problems in the world of Skyrim again. I appreciate you. I'm going to monitor you by watching your stream to make sure there's no white knights being planned. White knights being planned. If you think that this is a dangerous thing, I'd probably advise you not to watch it. Because the more you watch it, the more attention you give it. The more attention you give it, the more it grows. So. I was chosen by Akatosh. Akatosh. Dragonborn. Oh. I emailed the cult once. So my experience with cults is... I have experience with cults. Technically, we are a cult. Like bodies, you as an individual. You are a group of cells, right? Little individual organisms, organs working together under one personality. That's you, right? So our identity in our head of who we are is kind of a cult in of itself. Um, and yes, we can follow. Generally, I would say that a cult is very extreme, but cults are things that happen, right? Cults happen because they meet a need or a desire in humans that help them to um, wait, I'm a cult, I hate myself. Well, if you think about it, you're like all these organisms, they're working together under one personality that's dominant. Unless you're like schizophrenic or bipolar or multiple personality. And then at that point, I guess you're not a cult. What kind of drugs do you do? Not very many. I wanted to get back to another point, but I think at this point I lost track. So, instead of going in on this passageway, redirect complaints to solutions in 3 separate instances. Yeah, I feel you, man. This is our card of focus today. We need 2 other cards. So who will be the chosen one to pick the cards? We have just name a number and a suit. And we're getting pretty close to more likes. So if we get 13, I'll do something silly. Oh, wow. It's a wild world. It's a wild world out there, Grain. Stay safe. Have fun. What I'm going to ask you to do, or invite you to do, maybe would be a better word, is to place your attention on the things that are going to assist you in life. The 2 of clubs. I think you had this yesterday, didn't you, Troy? I think Troy likes the 2 of clubs a lot. We have the 9 of clubs and now the 2 of clubs. Spend 2 minutes being grateful for your food before you eat a meal. Gratitude is one of the most important things in life. I don't really think that I can live without it. I have spent times in my life being grateful in like a peasanty, grovelly way. Oh, thank you so much for allowing me to exist. And that's not really what I mean. Gratitude is genuinely appreciating what you have and what is around, and just being thankful. It's something that you can cultivate. So it's something that it's actually what this whole session is based around, is this card, Troy, the 2 of clubs. Here we do the bitters, and on this card, it says, enough is a feast. It's something worth meditating on. So, 2 of clubs, my friends. And I think I saw a final one. Ace of spades. Here we go. This is great. Create or organize one space where you can practice a specific skill. I think I know what I'm going to be doing today. I'm going to be organizing my chrysalis because I want to show you all more how sigils work. So create or organize one space where you can practice a specific skill. If you don't have a designated space on the quest yet, create a save point. And if you come back here again, have something that you can work on and do that will be constructive for you while I play my quest. The purpose of this deck is to tune into certain principles in life. Principles of well-being, of skill and development, of fellowship between members of the guild. And so these are the things that we focus on using these decks of cards. That being said, I'm going to catch up on these comments. Why don't you build a tree hut under a large tree and live there on weekends as a wizard? How do you know that I don't already do that? I'm not under a large tree, but maybe someday I'll move my chrysalis under a large tree. You could say that it's under the dream tree. It's just not seen in the physical realm. I'm going to meditate at the Chapel of Dibella. I would love to see screenshots of your character practicing these skills, Grind. If you go to a chapel and you meditate and you eat, but you practice gratitude, I would love to see screenshots with captions. I will happily post them on my social media to show that Grind, even in the not digital realm, is participating in the quest. A quest master serves everyone who is from any dimension or place. So I would love to see that happening in Skyrim. While you're at it, why don't you go ahead and create a space where you can practice a skill in Skyrim? Whatever skill, maybe it's the voice skill. I don't know. Thanks for reminding me to create a save point. I forgot to quick save. Yes, a quick save will help you, but a save point is a location that you physically go to. It's not just where your progress is saved in the game of life. It's where you create a space and you can come back to things that you were working on later. There isn't a voice skill. It's called speech. There you go. It's been a while. I think the last time I was in the realm of Skyrim, you might say, was like 7 years ago. It was a long time ago. It has been a long time since I played. Dude, you should definitely get a Plantier. 4+ scat damage. Yes, you're welcome to stream it. That'd be fun. I'm not going to be streaming Skyrim. If I did any streaming on a game, it would probably be a massive multiplayer game, because I would want to be able to meet other questers in that game. That would actually be pretty fun. That's a good idea for future reference. My wife did recently buy a PS5, and I have a reasonable computer. Maybe someday I'll stream a massive multiplayer game and I'll walk around as a quest giver, but I'll be a player quest giver, and you guys can meet me there. That'd be fun. Very well, Grind. Yes, I remember. I apologize. Do you play Path of Exile? I tried it for a little bit, but that was a long time ago. My video game days are mostly done. I am now a quest giver. I am a part of the game itself. Well, the relationship quest line doesn't end until you kick the bucket. It keeps having twists and turns of its own all the time. Yes, seemingly innocent old woman in that realm may be a witch who wants to eat you. Very possible. Well, my folks, I need to get my daughter to the doctor. I think she has an ear infection or something like that. So we're going to take a look at that. Don't forget to obtain your paper from mordekinseye.com. This is your power level. You can create your first save point with this. Yes, I have quite a bit. I have 2 daughters, actually. Why not backtrack and become a gamer again? Well, quest masters have the ability to play the game too. We just choose to play the game as a part of it. We choose to become one with the game, you might say, and listen to all of the gaming secrets. That's my daughter, my friends. So I'm going to head out of here.